So last month I made my first ever purchase from KnitPicks. I've been eyeing their yarn for a while, but it's honestly more expensive than the yarn I normally buy. I am more of a what's on sale acrylic just because it's cheap, and I finally have started to introduce more expensive yarn, better quality yarn. It's like the grow up of my yarn collection. This is my first big order. They were having a site-wide sale, which is kind of my justification, and I tried to do a little sample of all their most popular yarns. I did research about what do people normally love, and I tried to associate each one with a project, and I'm going to show you what I concluded with. I'm gonna start with the easiest one and the one I also have the most of, which is going to be Dishy. So I got a lot of Dishy yarn because this is what people said online was great for like washcloths, kitchen towels, that kind of stuff, and I found that the things I made for the kitchen were the things I also use the most, especially like placemats and stuff like that. So I knew I would get the most value out of these, and I've been meaning to have a kitchen towel to change out every month that kind of goes with the theme, you know, like the holidays and stuff. So I thought that would be a lot of fun to work with, so I got a variety of colors. I ended up getting 2 value packs of 5 and then 3 additional singles outside of that. I don't really remember which ones was the singles and which ones was the value packs, but as you can see, I have a lot of variety of colors to make. So I'm really excited about these, and these will be so easy to go through, so I'm not concerned at all. Next is going to be the Chroma. This is the colorway that I went with. I'm really excited about that. There's also a free scarf pattern that I think will go well with it. What people online said is that the color gradients is what it is popular for. So I tried to choose colors that I like. I'm not normally a gradient person, so I'm a little bit picky whenever it comes to those kind of yarns, but I think this will look nice, and there's a free scarf pattern to go with it that I'm happy with, so that's what this will be. Okay, and then another popular yarn is Swish. I got 6 of these to try. Also found another free scarf pattern to go with this, so I guess I'll have a lot of scarves, but I love that this is a neutral color. It's definitely something that I will wear, so excited to try out this. I can already tell just from like touching it that it is very soft, which I love, and why we get higher quality yarn, right? Okay, next, this is a fun one. This is Palette. So with Palette, what they said is that it is great for color work because of all of the variety of color that they have, and this is in a fingering weight. Honestly, I was pretty torn about this because they were sold out of a lot of colors, which I guess goes to show how great of a yarn this is. But I did find a value pack of these pinks, which, you know, I love these colors, so no complaints there. I think for these, I don't really have a plan yet. I'm not too concerned. I feel like it'll be easy to find a use for these, but because the colors were so limited, it was hard to find a plan to begin with. So I think like a blanket is always a good fallback, or another scarf, so we will figure that out at a later time. But I'm excited because if I do really end up liking this yarn, it'll be really nice to make use of their entire color palette when it's not sold out. So this next one is kind of a L. I wanted to try Wool of the Andes, which is another really popular yarn from KnitPicks. The issue was that I ordered 3, and I also have a sock pattern that I got with it to use, but the other 2 skeins that you can imagine should be right here got canceled because they sold out before they made my order, I guess. And the green was already going to be like a highlight color, and it was a little bit of a stretch to go together, and now I only have the green and not the base color. So I'm not sure what I'll do with this. Like, maybe I'll have to revisit this once I figure out my favorite yarns and place another order in the future. I'm not sure. So this one's a little bit sad. Maybe a 1 skein project? I'm not sure. I kind of really want to find a good project to really get the feel of what Wool of the Andes is supposed to be. Oh, I'm really excited for this one. This is Alpaca Cloud. This is probably the most expensive yarn that I got. and I got enough to make a sweater, which I also paid for a pattern for. I can't remember the name of it right now, but one, these colors I think are gonna look great together, and I don't know, I'm just really excited to use them. I almost cut this out of my order because it was so much pricier, but I really wanted to get the full KnitPicks experience, so I let myself do it, and let's see how it goes. Okay, this is the second to last one, so we're almost done. This one is not a popular KnitPicks yarn, but it was on clearance. So it's called Curio, and it is like really thin and thread-like. I also got a pattern to use with these. Honestly, this one was more because it was a good deal. I got 6 of them. I think I'll be able to make like a shirt. So I think that'll be fun. I love discount yarn. I just feel like it's such a good value. I get so much entertainment out of them, so I don't complain about that. And lastly, this is also another discount yarn. I don't have a plan for these either, but it is Burco Renew. I think they are made of like recycled materials. And this color is beautiful, especially for being on sale. But yeah, I don't have a plan with those, but I did get 5 skeins, so that should be sufficient for anything my heart could desire, except for maybe a blanket. But this color is really exciting. It is pretty soft, which was my only one concern. With it being on mega sale, that maybe it wasn't pleasant, but a lot of good stuff. So that's what I got. I know that it is kind of a big haul, to be honest. Like, I am self-aware, but I wanted to really choose all the things that would kind of satisfy my curiosity with the brand and whether I like it or not, and whether I'll order again in the future. And that's kind of my justification for placing this bigger order. But I am really excited about each and every piece I got, and except for maybe that one that didn't fully deliver, aside from that, everything looks amazing so far, and I can't wait to get started using them. When I do, I will definitely put some updates. But again, I have never ordered KnitPicks yarn before. I don't have much insight except for sharing what I got and what my plans are. Maybe you have experience to share about KnitPicks yarns, or some ideas of what I should do with the skeins I don't have any plans for. But yeah, let me know and I will update when I get to using them.